Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. I've taken a break for a few days trying to decompress. What's going on is it wears on you, it wears on all of us. But let's get back into reality. Okay, so back in February of 2024, it was February 3rd, Jared Kushner was at Harvard University speaking about the Greater Israel Project. He didn't mention it that way. He talked about the future city of Gaza that's coming. I tracked that. I sent it out to the press. I also sent out to the press there were 5 other projects that they were going to do. The press finally picked them up. It took them about 8 months to finally cover all of them, except they didn't cover the biggest one that's most important. It's the Greater Israel Expansion Project, which they really didn't want to focus on, but now we're seeing what's happening. So think of it this way. They want parts of Egypt. They want the entire coastline where the Palestinians. They want all of Lebanon and Syria. They want to build a big, beautiful coastline. The one thing to pay attention to is this. On April 26th of 24, Jared Kushner was in Gaza promoting waterfront real estate. Think of Lebanon. Think about the wars that have been there forever. Think about constantly Israel trying to take that property. Why? Because they have over $400 billion that was allocated to develop that entire coastline into a Viva Las Vegas future city. Now we're starting to talk about it, but listen closely, because where we're headed, Israel's not going to get there, I guarantee you that. But what it does to the world, trying to stop these gangster capitalists, hang in there, folks.
Now the situation is not going at all like Donald Trump is saying, because there's been a series of developments here, Patrick. Let's look at this one. The reports are from Tasnim News, Iranian media, that Iran has actually suspended all indirect talks and messages with the United States through intermediaries. And they're citing the Lebanon and Gaza fronts as being the reason why, because expanding Israeli operations there completely violate ceasefire-related understandings. And they reiterated that any resumption of dialogue depends on the cessation of military operations in these parts of the region, Gaza and Lebanon. Now, this seems to indicate that there could be an attack on Israel if they carry out, for example, the expansion of strikes Israel does on Lebanon. This is what the headquarters of the Iranian military said. Netanyahu, continuing his acts of aggression in the region, has threatened to bomb Dahia and Beirut and has issued an evacuation warning to residents. Given the regime's repeated violations of this ceasefire, if the threat's carried out, we warn residents of the northern areas and military settlements in the occupied territories. If they do not wish to be harmed, they should leave the area. And Donald Trump, in response to the end of the ceasefire indirect talks, has said he's okay with it. They're very good negotiators. So Trump's tone has certainly changed. Just last week, he was talking about ending it if Iran doesn't agree. Now it seems like the developments have moved pretty fast, and supposedly he's on the phone with Netanyahu as we speak about this. What do you make of these developments regarding Israel? Because again, Israel is at the center of this, and Lebanon and Gaza, and Iran is taking a very firm stance in this regard.
Well, the key there is Trump's on the phone with Netanyahu, but he's not on the phone with the Iranians.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So he's not talking to the Iranians. So anytime Trump puts out a truth or makes a statement like, we're very close to a deal, we're very close, they want to make a deal, we want to make a deal, it's going to happen. It's going to happen real soon. Real soon. When you hear that, it's basically they're fumbling around in Washington, playing games with the press, playing games with this stupid platform, ridiculous Truth Social. The name of it is just oxymoronic. But
so why are they holding back? Why doesn't Trump just say, hey, cut my losses, Netanyahu. I'm not going to have anything to do with you anymore. Look what you created, this mess that you got me in. Blame it on Netanyahu. Blame it on Netanyahu, Trump. Well, he knows that if he does that, they'll kill him. It's that simple. That's what Mossad does. If you don't stay in line, they kill you. They kill your family, they kill your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, and everyone else. So Trump is in a bind, but think about us in America. Think about the global economy. Think about the global economy. We're going to blow up the world because a few people want to go in and steal resources, steal the land, all the way from Lebanon, all the way into Syria, so they could build a future city so a bunch of rich oligarchs could make even more money. Is this what you signed up for? No. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Flush them all down the toilet. They're the ones that have been getting paid by AIPAC. 93 to 97% have been paid by foreign influencers their entire life, most of them in Congress. And you think they represent you? No. That's why we called them the Beltway Bandits in the 60s. Now what do we call them? We call them all gangster capitalists, I guess, and evil. Because they're willing to kill more innocent men, women, children, families, and everything else just so they can steal land so some rich pukes can come in and build a future city over the dead bodies of literally millions of people if this goes to a world war. So have you had enough, folks? Are we going to sit back and just kind of do what we do and sit at home and watch the news and fight amongst ourselves? No. Get active. Pick up the phone. Make the phone call. Call your congressional representatives. Tell them to shut it down. Tell them if they allow this war to go any further and Israel is not contained, then they're done. They're done. We don't need them. They put us all in jeopardy. Our Congress allowed this to happen. Without the funding of the United States government, Netanyahu wouldn't get his ways. All Trump has to do is get some cojones and say, excuse me, Donald, piss off. I'm done. You can expose me. Sure, I'm part of the Epstein files. I'm all over the Epstein files. So are thousands of other people. So I'll take the ship down with all these people who are afraid of being exposed because they don't even want to go down that road with children. This is the Conscious Hour, folks. It's your Conscious Hour. I can't take my voice and spread it around the world. You can. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and get the message out that we all need to stand up now, worldwide. Shut it down. Please hit the like and share button, and please donate. I've had that donate button up for 3 years. I've never received a cent. I don't know if maybe it goes away too fast or whatever. But if you want to make a donation to the Conscious Hour, go to the Facebook page, go to the YouTube main library. You can donate there too. Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. Peace and love. Wish you the best and all your family. Stay safe.